I'm the co-founder and CEO of inVOYAGE. The idea being to create a solution for the luxury incentives and events industry. We started off back in 2014 with one event a year. Since the pandemic, we've grown to 4 events a year, and it's just getting more exciting.
We struggled to find the property back at the time in Rabat.
Yep.
We actually had only one option, and this happened in 2022.
Wow.
So today we're sitting here in 2025, where we have seen the Conrad, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, the Fairmont, and we also have the Waldorf Astoria happening.
The upcoming Waldorf, but it's a great time for the industry to be looking how diverse Morocco is becoming as a country.
Definitely. And I think it's getting more and more excited with an edition we're having next year here in Morocco.
Yeah. What is this edition?
It's happening in Rabat. And it's something we've been working on for the past, I think, 2-3 years. I remember Hello everyone, I'm Adam Razan, Business Development Director and Partner of Access Morocco. And today I'm very glad to host our 3rd episode of the Access Talk Show. We have a very special guest with us today, all the way from London. Richard Joslin, welcome.
Thank you so much.
To the Access Talk Show. Very happy to have you here.
I appreciate it, Adam. I'm really delighted to be here. So let's do this, man.
Perfect. And I think the first question we always ask our guests is a simple introduction.
Okay.
So it'll be great to tell people who you are, and I'm sure everyone knows who you are.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. But who am I? Well, first and foremost, I'm a husband and a father to a brilliant, couple of kids, and my wife, and actually, the co-founder and CEO of a company called inVOYAGE, and that is together with my wife.
Fantastic.
We run the business together. inVOYAGE is a series of events that essentially we founded about 10, 12 years ago. Back in 2014 was our first event. And the idea being to create a solution for the luxury incentives and events industry, and it exclusively serves that market. We don't, veer from that. Mm-hmm. We started off back in 2014 with one event a year.
Okay.
Now we're since the pandemic, we've grown to 4 events a year, and it's just getting more exciting.
Yes, and I think it's getting more and more excited with an edition we're having next year here in Morocco.
Yeah. What is this edition?
It's happening in Rabat. And it's something we've been working on for the past, I think, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I remember we've had a discussion in Oman. I don't think you would remember that. We were on the welcome reception right after the panel.
Yeah, no,
and
I remember
this. I was with Yulia from Spanish Heritage back at the time.
Absolutely.
And I went to see, and I'm like, we should bring that to Morocco. Like,
well, it's taken you 2-3 years to beat me up, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And
but it worked.
You're
here.
It certainly has. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited. It's a great time for inVOYAGE, but it's a great time, I feel, for the industry to be looking at how diverse Morocco is becoming as a country.
Definitely.
And I think that when you cast, you don't have to look far to think that the whole topic of conversation has been very much about Marrakesh when people talk about Morocco, and to see people now talking about Rabat, to see people talking about Casablanca, Tangier, various different destinations. I think that Morocco is becoming, a really interesting solution for those high-end events planners, because there's a warmth here with the people. There's a diversity of product. There is fantastic service at a luxury level, and the infrastructure is just getting better and better and better. And so why wouldn't we do it here?
Totally. I mean, we've had a fantastic site inspection yesterday in Rabat.
Yeah, you made me do too many meetings.
Yeah, a lot of things.
It was a long day, man.
Very long day. Such that 9 a.m. finished, I think, around 11 p.m.
Yep.
But it was very productive.
It was very productive.
And that showcases that we have a lot of things to show as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Honestly, there was a time, I remember I did the site inspection with a client. I would just mention her name, Alex, and we were looking at Rabat as one of the
I'm going to be
destinations.
thinking, who's this Alex now?
Yeah, I think you know her, and she knows herself.
Okay, all right.
But we struggled to find the property back at the time in Rabat.
Yep.
We actually had only one option. Okay. And this happened in 2022.
Wow.
So today we're sitting
Yeah.
here in
Yeah.
2025,
Yeah.
where we have seen the Conrad, the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, the Fairmont, and we also have the Waldorf Astoria
The
happening.
upcoming Waldorf, yeah.
Exactly. And the Royal Mansour is also an upcoming
yeah.
property.
Which
so
is super exciting.
It is.
And Royal Mansour has been one of those products that brands really that has supported inVOYAGE for a number of years. A bit like Access.
Yes, totally.
And it's it's brands like that that I feel really bring inVOYAGE to life. Showcasing a destination and giving us an opportunity to help all our events professionals that come to inVOYAGE that insight into what makes Morocco tick. But for us going to Rabat, we were very clear from the beginning. I think that there is sort of one place to take it as the host hotel, and that's the new Four Seasons. Working with the team there is absolutely fantastic. But as we discovered yesterday, that it takes way more than one, and there's a family in Rabat, and
Totally.
I feel like that we have this great opportunity to bring together all those luxury hotels you mentioned, together with Access Morocco, sort of all kind of tying it all together to create a real immersion into the city.
Exactly.
And it feels like a very new city, which is weird because it's obviously not. But there's so much happening there right now, and it doesn't stop with the products you've mentioned. There's so much in the pipeline by the looks of things, and I think it's testament to the Moroccan Tourist Office and the government as to what they are prepared to do to make the destination, one of the finest destinations in the world.
Definitely. And I think on the pipeline, as you've mentioned, we have some fantastic events happening very soon. The AFCON is happening in a few weeks.
Africa Cup of Nations,
The World Cup is also happening in 5 years in 2030.
Yeah.
So, Rabat is kind of positioning itself as being obviously a very important touristic hub here in Morocco. But beside that, I see it as the capital of Moroccan soccer.
Yeah.
You see,
This
is one of the themes we would like to highlight within inVOYAGE because we have a fantastic stadium that just opened recently that was built in around, I think, 16 months. Can you imagine?
Absolutely.
See, Morocco is a new Germany.
Amazing. Yeah. And it's, I cast my mind back to, when we ran inVOYAGE in 22, sort of weeks before the World Cup started.
Qatar.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and it was like it was an adventure, and I can see the same thing with Rabat. There is a real buzz happening, and it's a good time to talk about football because Chelsea had a good result last night.
Yes, that's true.
No, but seriously, coming back to the football, as a country, you've got some great ambassadors.
And
this play at the very top of that field.
Totally, and it didn't happen from a day to another. This is a very, I would say, set up strategy that we've been working on for a very long time. Because all the players you're seeing now, all the cups that we're winning today, all the times we've beaten you guys as well.
So true.
This is something that we have been working on for a very long time. And this is kind of a royal vision that we're very proud of. And, seeing it come to life is kind of a pride for me as a Moroccan.
It should be as well. It should be. I mean, we don't want to talk too much about football, but being in Qatar at the World Cup, you could sense that Morocco had already won the hearts and minds of the crowd there. You know, there was I remember turning up to a stadium for one game, and there'd been this huge screen outside the game, and the entire crowd weren't going into the stadium because they wanted to catch the end of the Morocco game, and everybody was cheering for Morocco. It was hilarious. It was really good fun.
Yeah, and it's a soft power.
Yeah,
You know, and after this, I think the effect of soccer that had on the tourism in Morocco, it was outstanding. The number of searches that people had on Morocco on Google exploded as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so it's all linked.
Yeah,
in a way.
It is. You know, it's just it's that sort of global economy. But you know, sort of coming back to, you know, what we want to create in Rabat, you know, is to be able to, you know, showcase that link to the football. You know, to be able to showcase the level of luxury product there is there for event planners to be able to demonstrate the infrastructure and how easy it is to move around, and how much
easy
support
it is to reach as well.
Oh yeah,
Rabat.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
we have a new terminal
Yep.
opening very soon. There's also the airport of Casablanca.
Yep.
There's only an hour and a half away from Rabat. That's
Yeah, an hour and a half at worst.
Yeah,
I mean, when we came in, what was it, yesterday or the day before? I can't remember now.
2 days ago.
It was, you know, we were at the hotel, you know, just inside of an hour, I think. And so I think that, you know, when you've got Rabat there, right, you know, in the city, and you know, minutes to each hotel, and that's you know, got, you know, getting more and more airlift, you know, month by month it seems, and then Casablanca, just a stone's throw away, you know, with, you know, a huge amount of airlift. It makes things, you know, very easy.
Of course.
In the destination.
And I think there are many ingredients that can make like a destination incentive ready. You see, one of them is obviously the flight connection, the connectivity. The second thing is obviously the properties. And I think those two ingredients are the hardest ingredients to have in any destination. And I think we do have them now in Rabat. But you also need the content and the storytelling. And why would you come to this specific destination? And I think Rabat ticks all the boxes with the history, with all the things you can do over there now. And the venues as well. I mean, we've had a few venues visit.
I think you know, one of the points maybe that we often gloss over, and we probably shouldn't do, is the culture of a destination.
Of course.
And I personally think, when I look at, you know, where inVOYAGE has gone over the years, and with this upcoming event, you know, in March in Rabat, you know, what is going to bring that event to life? It's the culture, and it's the people that we're working with that make everything happen, and actually demonstrate to the events professionals that they can, with so much confidence, bring any group here and create something that will be a lasting memory for those groups. You know, when you've got kickoff events, or, you know, sort of high-end incentives, or even, you know, those small, you know, high-level retreats, you know, everything is possible, and it's made possible because of this rich culture and focus on hospitality, meaning that, you know, everything is possible.
Totally, and it's a purely organic thing we have in Morocco.
Yeah,
because hospitality is part of our culture.
Yeah,
DNA as well.
Absolutely,
and it's not something. I mean, it's either you have it or you don't. You can't fake it. And as I told you, it's something we have organically. That's why, I mean, Marrakesh has been so successful. Huh?
Yeah,
it's the fact of having all those ingredients we've talked about, but in addition to have also the hospitality, you know,
Absolutely.
The organic hospitality. You would go to the market, you will be welcomed for a cup of tea.
Yeah,
just like that, just because you're coming to visit or whatever, and you've had a nice experience. I think a few years ago.
It's been 2 years ago we came out to Marrakesh.
Yes,
and just had the most immersive time. I think it was a wild time. It was only like 4 or 5 days, but I genuinely think whatever we didn't do in Marrakesh was not worth doing. It was, we literally, saw and did everything. Whether it was having breakfast on an air balloon or dinner in
not any breakfast. It was Dar el Basha's breakfast.
I mean, come on, dinner in the Selman stables. Staying at the La Mamounia and previous we were in one of the riads in the Medina, and my gosh, that was a fantastic experience because it was just sort of you were in it, you were right in the heart of it, and wonderful, absolutely wonderful, and the Medina is just made up of the most interesting people. So it's
totally. I always say it's the heart beating of the city. If you've been to Marrakesh, or if you've been to any city in Morocco, you have to go to its Medina. It's mandatory because this is what makes the soul of the city.
Absolutely.
And it's not people think it's a touristic place, but it's not. I mean, locals go there to shop. Locals live there as well. Obviously, you have a few properties located in the Medina, but it's still a very functional part of the city in a way. And this is how Moroccans used to live back at the time. So you just have the feeling that time has stopped in the 15th century.
Definitely.
And it didn't move on. I mean,
but this is what I love about inVOYAGE, and what we're able to do is when we're able to bring the best DMCs around the world together with I wasn't talking about access no, seriously, having some of the best DMCs in the world together with the finest hotels, and literally as over the years, we've been very, very fortunate to work with and continue to work with on a really close basis with every one of the finest brands that you can imagine in the hotels world, and all those best DMCs, and to be able to bring that together in a very focused environment for event planners to literally. They're like kids in a sweet shop. It's they have got the very best waiting for them in that room, and what comes out of it is exceptional experiences. And when for me, having this inVOYAGE product, being able to take that to different destinations and create those experiences and show people what's possible. I think it just really helps fuel our industry and bring those really rich connections together. So it's a lot of fun.
And it's all about that. It's all about those connections. At the end of the day, this is what matters. You see, I always mention that we're not on a B2B business, we're on H2H business, human to human. And I think it's true. This is happening because we've had a connection.
Absolutely. It's whites of the eyes.
Exactly. And you're here in Morocco because we've had a connection. We've talked. We kind of have a common vision. And it's happening. And I think it's the same thing. And it's also the push and the motivation behind every single collaboration between an incentive house, a DMC, or an incentive house, and also a property. Completely. So it is quite an impressive thing.
No, we're like I say, we're super excited. We've got a busy year lined up. Next year, this year we've had some phenomenal advances for inVOYAGE as a group, and moving into Asia. Sort of tackling a new launch, which is our Masters product, our inVOYAGE Masters, and serving. I think the one thing about what I like about what we do is that we serve one sector and we purely focus on that, and that is luxury incentives and events, and so if we can continue to do that in different ways. Then it just enables our industry to create better and better solutions, I think, and more captivating events for their clients.
Definitely, because we've had a discussion recently with the client regarding the future of these trade shows,
Yeah.
those big trade shows.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting how it evolved with time. My father always said that there was a time where you could have signed a contract or got a deposit or met a client that has a program
Yeah.
in a trade show.
Yeah.
It was a usual thing, you see, but it completely changed today. You don't get business from trade shows.
Okay.
I mean, it's you basically meet the people you already know.
Yeah.
You say hi to the people. It's purely PR.
Yeah.
Then it's more than it's sales, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
You see.
yeah.
So quite curious to see how this will evolve, but obviously seeing formats like yours coming up and kind of revolutionizing the industry in a way, and also in the way of making those connections.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah. Look, I cut my teeth on trade shows. I love some of the big trade shows in our industry because I think that they're able to bring together people on scale.
Yes, totally.
What we do is just skim the cream off the top, and it really is as simple as that. It's about identifying the best of the event planners out there, identifying the best products out there and putting them together, and creating a focused, intimate environment that is conducive to building relationships. So it's about continual networking over 2 or 3 days, and it's a lot of fun because you're kind of almost and we'll do this in Rabat. We're creating an incentive of sorts,
in a way,
so that you know that everybody walks in there, builds from literally sort of 3 days straight, building relationships and coming away knowing a whole heap of things that they can do in that destination,
totally, yeah.
and with other destinations.
Well, as you said, it's kind of an incentive in a way,
Yeah.
with 200 packs or whatever.
Yeah.
And being an incentive house or an event planner, you're here and you're actually seeing with your eyes what you can do for a group of 200 packs. Simply,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And while seeing different properties, seeing different venues, seeing different experiences, and all of that.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not just with 200 packs. You consider the activities we create in the destination with you, and the evenings. If we might have 50 people go and do X, or 20 people go and do Y. And then there is that opportunity to see, what I can do as a small group, what I can do as a big group, what I can do.
Definitely. And I'm seeing the trend now on luxury incentives where it's not, back at the time, the brief was simple. I need to have 200 packs together. But it's not the case anymore today.
Right, yeah.
With 90% of, I would say, luxury business, we have options.
Yeah.
Optional activities, dine arounds. Because if you like golf, why would I take you to a history tour?
Absolutely.
Or if you like history, why would I take you to a cooking class?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So I think by doing that, you also make a bigger impact on people.
Yeah.
On delegates in a way.
I absolutely agree. And that's the fun of it, right?
That's the fun of it. Yeah. Personalizing the experience to every single guest in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
So you got your job cut out then, really, haven't you? No, it's going to be a lot of fun for Rabat.
Totally.
I'm looking forward to working with you and your team.
Yes.
Same here. I think we're very excited. For the event, and I think it's a great time for Rabat.
Definitely, and I think it'll be a huge push for the destination. Because a lot of people have heard about it from far because of all those openings.
Yeah.
But they don't know what it has and what it can offer.
Yeah.
So with this, I would say action with inVOYAGE, with our collaboration, I'm sure this will give it a huge push.
Yeah, absolutely.
And people talk,
absolutely.
You see.
Yeah.
And on a 9Max, they'll say, "Hi, I've been to Rabat and I did this and this and this. Interesting. I've never heard about Rabat before."
Yeah.
For me, Morocco was Marrakesh.
And that's what it is. It's about sort of putting it on the table, isn't
on
it?
The
map.
Putting
Putting it on the map. Exactly that. And so I think that's the nice thing. If we can achieve Rabat being part of the conversation in a major way, then we will have done the right thing.
And we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Because we make it happen all the time.
All the time, with your eyes closed, right?
Exactly. Thank you so much, Richard. It was really a pleasure having this fantastic discussion with you. And the last question we always ask our guests is
Am I ready for this?
if a young professional
Yeah.
is willing to start in our industry,
Yeah.
okay, but is inspired by what you've done with inVOYAGE, let's say, what would be the 3 top advices you would give to a specific young professional?
What we do is absolutely not rocket science. It's a people business.
Totally.
And I think that if you can turn up on time every time, if you can focus on putting in the extra mile with everything that you do, and just enjoy learning from the professionals around you.
Totally.
And pick brains and just be curious. I'm going way beyond 3 points now, aren't I?
Yeah, I know. Take your time. Yeah.
I think be curious because the amount you can learn from other people in this industry is enormous, and it's endless.
Definitely.
And I think that you would share in the experience you've had passed down from your father, from all your clients around you, from your colleagues, your competitors. It's learning is endless.
It is.
And it should never stop. And I think that as long as you're curious, you're passionate, and you put the extra mile into everything that you do, then you'll be successful. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's great. Wise words.
Well, I don't know about that, but
No, wise words. Again, thank you so much,
All right.
Richard. It was really a pleasure. You have
My
a
pleasure
flight to
indeed.
catch, right?
yeah, I do. Yeah. What time is it? All right. Okay.
Thank you,
got a
Richard.
flight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, man. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.